At last, the promise has been made. The reunion at hand may bring joy. It may bring fear. But let us embrace whatever it brings. For they are coming back. At last, the promise has been made.
And we're back with Crisis Core for the last time. At least, should be the last time. Unless something goes terribly long and there's actually like 20 hours of the game left. I have a feeling there's about like an hour of the game left. Last time, we finished Chapter 9. We found out that Lazard had been turned into a clone of Angeal, presumably for no narrative purpose at all. We killed Hollander, finally. We're going to kill Genesis, finally. They want Cloud's cells, Cloud's yummy little cells. They want to take them from his little body and eat them up and become big and strong. Can't let them do that. And then we're currently still on the lam from Shinra. Shinra is actively after us. They're basically treating us as property of the company, and we are running away. So now we are going, and we are fighting, and we are scouring heaven materia? I'm sorry, that was a key item? One of the goddess, one of the goddess. What is this? Ground materia. What are we doing? Also last time we finished all of the remaining missions, as well as we got all of the remaining summons as well, which gave us the Fury Ring, which does a counterattack thing. Don't know what that means. And we got but more importantly, we got the Heike Soul, which does everything. It does basically every amazing thing.
Conflict resolved.
Ooh, a unique fight theme for this area? Cool. The Heike Soul does essentially every single thing that all of the best equipment does, except it does all of it, all at once, at a cost of no more DMW, that thing that I hardly ever really used. Ooh, ow.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
So now we're doing that to people. It's the end of the game, we're doing that to people, but of course we are. The heck's going on? What? What? But really quick, yeah, if you've been enjoying this or anything else on this channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. Episodes of this just about every single day. Leading up to Rebirth, except not this, soon, next time. Tomorrow probably will be, if this is the last episode, tomorrow will be the start of Remake Intergrade, plus Yuffie DLC, plus hard mode. So stay tuned for that. Links in the description of things that I am doing, have done, or will be doing in the future. Also, me and my friend are making a game. Any and all support for that would be much appreciated. You can support us by supporting anything on this channel, supporting their streams. They do devlog streams, and most of all, support the Patreon. With that, let's keep going.
I need a key.
Loveless, Act 2. He is gravely wounded. His life is saved, however, by a woman of the opposing nation. He begins a life of seclusion with her, which seems to hold the promise of eternal bliss. But as happiness grows, so does guilt of not fulfilling the oath to his friends. Is it Zack? Is Zack the one who doesn't feel like he's fulfilled the oath to his friends?
There's writing on the wall.
I volunteered to be a test subject. Soldier conditioning was just not enough. I needed to be stronger. But now look at me, better than soldier, I'm weaker than a grunt. Give me my old self back. Okay. Strange.
Activating combat mode.
This is a weird place.
Take that! Later!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Ha! Later! I need a key of some sort. Alright. I'll keep that in mind? Question mark? I have a bunch of key items that were just like materia sitting around this one area. Which seems weird to me, but whatever.
Activating combat mode.
A whole
By
Malboro.
now, that's enough!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Killing a whole Malboro. I need to get hit and see how Fury Ring works. For the first time in the entire game, they
Activating
mentioned
combat
like
mode.
the
Out of the
idea of getting like counterattacks. I absorb this stuff. Oh, that's all you got? You
Heads
guys
up.
just?
How about this? Oh no, you don't!
Oh, I goaded it. Maybe goading doesn't
Conflict
count
resolved.
either. I don't know. I don't know. Factory basement now. Oh, there's also prologue. When the war of the beast brings the world's end, the goddess descends from the sky. Wings of light and dark spread afar. She guides us to bliss, her gift everlasting. I mean, that sounds like the end of Final Fantasy VII
Activating combat
kind
mode.
of stuff.
Conflict resolved.
Could be wrong.
Oh yeah!
Probably, yeah. Act 1. The infinite mystery, the gift of the goddess, is what the three men seek, but their fates are scattered by war. One becomes a hero, one wanders the land, and the last is taken prisoner. But the three are still bound by a solemn oath to seek the answer together once again. One becomes a hero, one wanders the land, the last is taken prisoner. Zack becomes a hero, Cloud wanders the land, and the last is taken prisoner by the planet and then Sephiroth? Question mark? I don't know. Is everything riding on Loveless? Is Loveless the key? Have we been sleeping on Loveless? Jeez, what?
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Yeah, one of the things the Heike Soul does apparently is that all status effects that can affect something have a 100% efficacy rate.
Activating combat mode.
And if
Conflict resolved.
they can be stunned or stopped, then they will be stunned and stopped permanently. Which just doesn't sound possible. That doesn't sound like something a video game would let you do. But let's find out.
Activating combat mode.
Boop. On beam.
Conflict resolved.
No, that one was different. Well, that looks like a familiar sight. Looks like the end of FF7 right there.
Mako? Mako?
Is this like the last one to visit, or?
Mako?
Okay. So two of them I just examine and say Mako, and the other ones I fight in?
Mako.
Alright. That felt kind of random. So we have a prison cell spot.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Guess I'm supposed to go this way first? As the war sends the world hurtling towards destruction, the prisoner departs with his newfound love and embarks on a journey. He is guided by hope that the gift will bring bliss and the oath that he swore to his friends. Though no oath is shared between the lovers in their hearts, they know they will meet again. This is a nice environment. I actually like this environment a lot. The heck?
Some kind of console? The pedestal has 7 indentations.
Oh, 7 really? Oh yeah. Okay.
If I set Goddess Materia in these indentations, that door will open. Is that it?
What are the claw marks? Four are hidden somewhere in the depths of judgment, and 3 can be found in the Lake of Oblivion. Okay, say so. Okay, so now I need to go to the Lake of Oblivion. Alright, yeah, casually, you know, hey, what's up everybody? It's me again at the Lake of Oblivion. It's the same. It's still a nightmare.
Elevator.
But it's not here yet. It's a very interesting area. I like all the foliage and stuff. It's not often we get environments like this. Wait, was the
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
like over
Taking
there?
you down. That's enough.
Conflict
Ooh,
resolved.
yeah, I'm fighting evil goyles. Like Oblivion. You know, the only thing more important than the goddess materia is knowledge. Oh wait, now these are here? Being materia. Weird. That chest definitely was not there before, right? Like I'm almost positive.
Activating combat mode.
How about this?
Why can't I attack? I went into the mode and then I was pressing X and just wouldn't do it.
Activating combat conflict resolved.
Whoa! Oh, death roped on him. Nice. Oh. My eyes. Cage opener? I got a whole achievement for that? Oh yeah, because it was an optional thing? Cool if true. Oh, life materia. Well, we actually had life materia in the original game. The Cage of Binding.
Looks like I need a key.
I need a key
Activating
here
combat
too.
mode.
Oh.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Oh, got it. The key should open a door somewhere. Is it this door? The one right here? I just don't know why they make you sit there and watch the same animation over and over again like that. I just think it's a little weird.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode. Conflict
Oh
resolved.
yeah.
Am I getting enough SP to supplement me being hit and me attacking, though, is what I want to know.
There's writing on the...
They hired me as a guard, but it was all a ruse. I took this job because I heard it paid well. Little did I know they really sent me here for a test sample. The heck was going on over here?
Activating combat mode.
Robots.
Later.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
The key doesn't match.
Key doesn't match. Key for somewhere else. Oh. The spell blade.
The key does...
Activating combat mode.
Take that.
Conflict
Die, Death
resolved.
Machine.
Oh yeah.
This one? Maybe that door?
Activating combat mode.
Later.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Getting 1,000,000 silence materia, jeez. Think we go all the way around, maybe? Maybe. And if not, then I will have backtracked all the way for nothing. But you know, it'd be like that sometimes.
Activating combat mode.
Not here, the other way,
Conflict resolved.
I believe.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
Later.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
The key doesn't ma-
Activating combat
Well,
mode.
shoot.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Uh, hmm. Open the goddess gate. Throat key? Is the throat key like keeping... Did they lock up the throat goat? What a shame. Oh, 2 chests over there. I mean, unless there's just like more... Unless there's just like more enemy groups with keys that I needed to have fought. I'll go check. I'll go run through one more time. Because it would be weird, right? To like have to go progress a little bit further in the correct path before coming back and doing this. I don't know. This all feels like its own thing.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
Got him.
Conflict
Later.
resolved.
Oh yeah.
The key to
He doesn't match. And then I don't understand these things. Because they all lead to like dead ends. I don't really understand what the point of that is. I don't understand what peering into a lot of these other things are, like what the point of that is.
Activating combat
Well, okay,
mode.
I guess I move on.
Conflict
Oh
resolved.
yeah.
That's where you leave. So, yeah.
Activating combat mode.
I'm glad to see these
Conflict
things.
resolved.
Oh yeah.
I hope those things are in Rebirth. They're fun. They're fun enemies. A factory bit basement. Only other thing is a locked door. Right. Okay. Okay. I think we just push on then, for now.
Activating combat mode.
This'll do. Gonna love this.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to remember where exactly everything is sometimes. This one room is kind of winding. Yes.
Activating combat
Taking you
mode.
down. This is gonna sting.
Conflict resolved.
Oh dear. Head to the... Wait, what? Head to the Light of Doom for a showdown with Genesis.
The elevator.
Elevator's not here yet. Well, okay. Is this the Light of Doom?
Genesis is up ahead. I'm sure of it.
I'm ready for the final showdown. Okay, so this is it. Well, okay. Well, so then am I... So then am I stupid? Or like... I got a key and I can't find where to use it? It's not, when it says that that's the final showdown, it doesn't mean like, oh, it's the final showdown except there's one extra room that takes me somewhere else first, right? Like, cause that would be silly, wouldn't it?
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
Conflict
Got 'em.
resolved.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
This takes me here.
Conflict
The
resolved.
end. Oh yeah.
The key doesn't.
Yeah, it feels like the key should match the thing behind it, but it didn't match the thing behind it. So unless I gotta go back to the factory basement, maybe, because all that in there looks more closer to the factory than anywhere that I'm currently going. So sure, it's the one place I haven't checked again. So we'll see.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna annihilate Genesis. You realize that, right? We're gonna like hit Genesis 3 times. He's gonna blow up and die. Nope. No, it's like this is literally it. Okay, well then I suppose I'm gonna run around the other place one more time just to see And if there's nothing, there's nothing.
Activating combat mode.
So I'll see you in a bit.
Got him.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I just randomly bumped into those movers, and then I punched them, and they gave me a key. So I don't feel like that. You saw me run through here twice. I don't understand. I knew it was gonna be some enemy down here, which is gonna give me the thing again. Why was it randomly some
Activating
movers, and
combat
why
mode.
didn't why couldn't I bump into them the first time I ran through
Conflict
here?
resolved.
Oh yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Key to
Yeah, I mean, as with most things in this game, this is usually not a, oh, backtrack to go do another thing. It's usually always just, no, it's all there. It may be weird and not and a bit archaic, but like, it's all there. Sorta, kinda.
Activating combat mode.
Not intuitive, for sure.
Conflict
Because
resolved.
I don't know, how often do I get...
Oh yeah.
How often do, like, enemies straight up drop keys and stuff like that? I feel like they've hardly ever done that. And then also, I, like, ran back down there and there was, like, for the first time, a mover, just for no reason. Like, why that time? Why the third time running through? You know what I mean? Here we go.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
2 goddess third eye keys? Are these keys just like random drops? Like, what's going on?
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Like, it cuts through to here?
the key.
Key still doesn't match. Okay, but I have a shortcut back to here, thank goodness.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Activating combat mode.
Later.
Conflict resolved.
A silver armlet? Really?
There's writing on the.
I managed to sneak into one of the Shinra containers. Just my luck, I was caught not much later. Now they've thrown me in a prison where I can hear constant wailing as if that wasn't bad enough. They're doing these strange experiments on me. Might have to get out of here. Was this Genesis locked up down here?
There's writing on.
Idea what this is about? Have I been framed? I haven't done anything. Get me out of here, please.
Activating combat mode.
What the heck? Oh, I killed that tank in 3 hits.
Conflict resolved.
Got him.
Good heavens. I got a key for that. This place is a labyrinth.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
Conflict resolved.
Later.
Okay. Let's go directly back.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Gosh, this place is a maze.
Conflict resolved.
Oh
Because
yeah!
every freaking place in this game is a maze. Gosh, dang it. But if cells are open, then I've been there. I know that much.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Okay. Found these. I don't expect anything in the chest to be useful at this point. I'm just sort of like grabbing everything just to say I did.
Activating combat mode.
Oh,
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
okay. Iron Burrow's key door. Okay.
There's writing.
Okay, now I just need to find one of the holes that takes me back to one of these holes takes me back to the main hall with the behemoth, and then I can get in there. What could I possibly get from doing this? You know what I mean? Like, it seems pretty involved.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Unable to keep Spirit Mako because my inventory's full. Oh, dang, okay.
Activating combat mode.
Behemoth King.
This'll do! Gonna love this!
Conflict resolved.
Goddess Wing Key. Okay, I don't know why that warranted a unique ability, unique ending, but oh, it was in the shape of a wing. Was that supposed to tip me off to like what things take what, like what things take what keys? Is that supposed to be it? Oh, okay. That was that? Alright, well. Hey, you know, what's one more meandering maze of tunnels and chests to sift through before the end?
Genesis is up.
And just... maybe I would have maybe I wouldn't be feeling so strongly about this game
corrupted by vengeance,
if I hadn't done so many missions.
hath endured torment to find the end of the journey. In my own salvation, you're late.
Loveless again.
You have succeeded, Angeal's spirit, and carry a part of Sephiroth within you. Thus, the three friends are reunited once again. And Loveless is reenacted.
No! Open your eyes, Genesis!
Yeah, this isn't some stupid play, man.
When the war of the beasts brings about the world's end,
I've come here to help you.
the goddess descends from the sky. Wings of light and dark spread afar. She guides us to bliss, her gift everlasting.
What is that?
The gift of the goddess. A heavenly boon found only in Benora.
I thought the cells were the gift.
There are various interpretations.
I don't understand.
To ponder the mystery is in itself a gift. We will all join the life stream. You are no exception. The planet has become my guardian.
Keep talking to me. Don't let it take over. You're not a monster. You're one of us.
Was that, were those noises coming out of him? Whoa. So was this like Genesis taking over the live stream, or was the live stream willingly giving itself to Genesis?
Activating combat mode.
I mean, he looks pretty cool. Tweaked everything? Wait, what? wait.
My soul.
Wait. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. I thought that was like, oh, I'm breaking the sword, and then he's gonna do something else. I didn't even take a swing at him. I didn't even take a swing at the ads. You know what? I think, you know... Oh my gosh, this game. You know, I think there's something to say about that though, right? Like, it's like how Sephiroth didn't even get to use the Big Bang. attack that he had that destroys the solar system. We didn't get to see that. I killed him too quickly. There is something to say about the fact that Genesis, in all of his pomp and circumstance and all of his dawdling on, waxing poetic, he does all that. He expends all that, wastes all that air, spouting nonsense, and then I just kill him in 2 seconds. That's pretty fitting end for him.
Corrupted by vengeance, have endured torment to find the end of the journey in my own salvation. And your eternal slumber.
Does this mean you knew from the beginning?
Stand and fight, soldier first class. Zack!
Why is everyone always pushing things on me? Yeah.
Activating combat
Taking
mode.
you down a peg.
Oh, the
This'll
music.
do.
Wait, does he do? When I guard, he does like 2 damage. Oh, buddy. Oh, that's what counterattack looks like.
Take that. The end.
Conflict resolved.
Counterattack's weird. Oh. Is that the goddess? Oh, so... Oh. Jeez. So the super boss, I mean, the optional super boss of the game is the goddess. The god that he's always talking about. That's who Minerva is. Okay. So that goddess does exist and is some like crazy ancient powerful enemy then? And we beat her. No wonder it was talking about how like... Well, and then they were saying some weird, wacky things, too. They were saying that, like, machines were taking on biological traits and beginning to act, like, with will power, and, like, the cells of things were getting warped down there, and everything was getting flooded with Mako. And that, like, the Mako readings were, like, off the charts down there, like, leading up to her in the mission details. So yeah, I have a feeling she's also... She's also like not an ancient or a goddess. I have a feeling she's also something like Genova. She's also like, just like another like crazy whacked out space entity thing. And that's just the form she takes. Weird. This is actually pretty melancholic. Well, now all the soldier first class are almost gone. He's the only one left.
Shinra attacked us.
Save your strength.
I got some help. From him. Over there.
Oh.
It's you.
Director!
Thank you. Okay, let's eat. Sorry I'm not the real thing, but... Is it good? Yeah.
The gift of the goddess.
This apple? Huh?
And Gio. The dream came true.
How are you? I wish I knew where you were. It's already been 4 years now.
4
This
years.
is the 89th letter that I've sent to you,
Oh.
but I don't even know where to send them anymore. I really hope that this final letter that I'm writing gets to you. By the way, the flowers are selling very well. They make everyone so happy. Thanks to you, Zack. Aerith.
4 years?
Oh, he didn't even know till now.
Final?
We're gonna stop for a moment so I can unpack you know, it's hitting. No, this stuff is hitting. I mean, when it comes to Zack and his state of being and like his interpersonal stuff, all that stuff has consistently hit more than anything else in the game. The fact that he had to find out, I didn't even think about the fact that he didn't know that it's been like 4 years. He's been gone for 4 years. That's how long he was down there getting tested on and experimented on for 4 years. To have to find out in the 89th letter that Aerith sent to him that was going to be her last one to him. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely heartbreaking. Like, unbelievably so. Jeez. And then let's not forget, I think it speaks to something about Zack's unyielding optimism. It's like the most heartbreaking thing about him. His aloofness, his optimism. It's actually like, and it's also sometimes a disturbing thing about him because his reaction to things will be jarring. There is something so heart-wrenching and also truly like deeply disturbing about watching him prop everybody up together, basically say, yeah, I guess I'll stand in for Sephiroth, and then put an apple in everybody's a dead guy, Cloud who's completely debilitated, and Genesis who is dying, and then he says, okay, let's eat up, and just like with a genuine smile on his face. It's like, that is truly disturbing and heartbreaking, and I mean, it man, it really pulls at that, like, it kind of pulls at, like, you know how I said, like, you know, so a lot of FF7 feels a little like crafty and feels a little bit like there's a lot of horror elements to it. This is the first time that this game has sort of pulled a little bit about that back. If this was the final shot, the final moment was this scene of him eating an apple happily next to a bunch of dead people, like, oh man, unbelievable. And you know what's crazy? After all this, I still truly do not understand Genesis and what he was doing and how he was doing it and what he wanted and what he's rattling off about. Are you supposed to understand at this point? Isn't it supposed to be cryptic and weird and nonsensical? Basically, I feel like the basic thing that you just need to know about all the first soldiers is they basically all lost their minds because of the same thing. The fact that this is how Zack found out, ugh, man.
Aerith, wait for me. You're gonna make it too. You got that?
This must be an important matter if they are sending the two of us.
Apparently the subject will become our brother.
Is that so?
What? Are you implying he's not dead?
Will he
Accept his fate willingly.
Ooh, are these like Advent Children people or something? Isn't there like 3 dudes in Advent Children? Or something? Oh man. Okay.
Even if the morrow is barren of promises, nothing shall forestall my return. To become the dew that quenches the land, to spare the sands, the seas, the skies, I offer thee this silent sacrifice.
What?
Cisne! The army's mobilizing. Find the targets before they do.
Understood. The army won't be as subtle.
I want them alive. You hear me? You're going to save Zack's life.
Of course. I haven't even told him my real name.
Yeah, what is that? What is that too?
Cisne.
Since when is that like?
I have letters for Zack.
Oh.
88 of them.
Only one letter got out. Ugh, criminy.
I'm just kidding. You know I wouldn't do that to you. We're friends, right?
Oh, I wanted to see the whole scene. I love that scene. We just cut straight to that bit?
They can't be serious. There's no way we're gonna find 2 needles in a haystack this size.
There's no mission that's impossible for the
Turks, yeah.
Also,
I don't think we're gonna get to change our gear before this, so we might be without the DMW. That seems like kind of a bummer. Oh well, I didn't know. I just wanted to use the thing, the reward I got for a bit. What does was Cisne not using a real name? What does that even mean? Well, what since when is that a thing? Like an aspect of her character? That's just sort of she's just sort of like said that randomly in Gungaga, and then okay. Why did they skip the truck scene with Zack and Cloud? Absolutely, you should show me that whole scene fully realized. That's like one of my favorite scenes in the original game.
Sung apparently has something to give him.
Who? The target?
Sung tried to save Zack.
Couriers now. Delivering packages to fugitives, huh?
We got nothing.
You?
Likewise. I'm heading to point 235. You two take point 120.
Roger.
All right, let's get going.
Well, here it is.
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep. embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor.
As soldier! Come and get it!
Activating combat mode.
You actually get to have Zack's final stand, which is a lot bigger than... They're not doing any damage to me. Hold on. Oh, that did some damage. What was that? Oh, occasionally something just shoots you and does like a million. Oh, the helicopters shoot rockets at you. So normally you would be getting obviously a bunch of scenes with everybody as you do this. I kind of messed up. You know what I'm gonna do? I want to have that, so I'm actually going to quit, go back, do the final boss again, with the Heike soul off, and then I'll see you back here, and we get to see this how it's really supposed to be.
Another break.
Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. I'm redoing the last fight. Oh.
As you can see, my friend's sick. Let's get to it.
Oh, I like that. Dang, sad. There's something I wanted to do last time, but counterattack didn't let me, Genesis. I'm gonna punch you in the face!
Gauntlet resolved.
It's what I wanted to do all game.
Activating combat
Here
mode.
we are. But we have the DMW this time.
Bye now. Gonna love this.
Literally hundreds. Obviously, here's the thing. I like the mundanity of Zack's final moments in how quick and sort of like disturbing it is. Zack's final moments in the original game, right? How it's just him desperately trying to get away from like a couple of people, and because he's trying to protect the Cloud, he just gets shot, you know what I mean? He just gets shot in the back, and then he gets shot in the front, and then it's like, he just gets shot like anybody else, like any other man. And it's sad. It's crazy. I think these missiles do percent health damage, because they're doing 2800. I can't imagine you're supposed to have this much HP. Like, if you were just playing the game normally. Then again, maybe you were. But I mean, the troops only have 6,000 HP. I don't know. I'm assuming there's a point where it starts to be too much. And you start to not be able to supplement how many...
Heads up! Oh no, you don't! Take that!
But I'm just gonna fight for as long as the game lets me. Oh, well, the Shinra troops are getting more HP now. Now they have some of them have 8,000. Imagine if 8,000 damage was too much. Oh, crud, okay. One of the missiles did 78,000 HP damage to me.
I'm Cisne. Here's a present.
So,
Sudden devotion?
where's
Energy
ready to go? Understand now why
What's within each person?
Yes, for
So get
real.
away safely. Zack, I gotta go.
This is why I needed to go back and do this, for sure. It's interesting to me that Sung wanted to save Zack so much. probably part of Song's affinity for Eren, to be fair. I mean, can we cut through Shinra's whole army? Can we break the timeline? Can we win? I don't, honestly, I feel like I could sit here and do this all day. I did fight 1,000 Shinra troops. And one of these days, one of those missiles is gonna hit me, and it's gonna be game over. They need to start throwing some... Oh, wait. You know what happened? I think Cisne, Song, and Sephiroth are all removed from the DMW. Ow, crud. Oh, that was close.
Use brings about where
I'm a country boy
I can
too.
be pretty
Like
cheap.
you've been if only I were soldier.
Honor can be
I really
quite
like
a
that
burden.
sword. Thanks.
A monster's
I
objective.
really like
join
that sword.
my battle.
Nothing else out
Zack,
there. Hold on.
you have my thanks.
Hello?
Oh, she stayed.
Activating combat mode.
It's crazy to be watching how much damage I'm doing. And to see the fact that they're doing no damage and I still just... This isn't about numbers anymore.
worry.
That's right.
But
Wanna hear?
not scary
Work
at all.
stuff? Will I see you again?
I'll be here.
She knew when her mom died, so...
Zack. For the both of us. Both of us? That's right. You're gonna live. You'll be my living legacy. My honor, my dreams. They're yours now. I'm your living legacy.
This is not what I was anticipating to be the final song. But okay.
Embrace your dreams. If you want to be a hero, you need to have dreams.
Thank you. I won't forget. Okay. Good night. Zack.
That girl. She said that the sky frightened her. But it must feel so good up there. Those wings. I want them too. It does feel good. If you see Aerith, say hi for me. Hey, would you say I became a hero?
Okay, yeah, alright. That last line. That last line kind of screwed me up a little bit. I mean, it is one of those things, right, where it's like that even in the original game, even with only the amount of context you get in the original game, that game doesn't happen without Zack. Zack is that weird character where you know nothing about him other than he was a soldier, he protected Cloud, Cloud picked up everything he was from him, and then he died. But Zack is he's so much. And yet he's so much. And you know, it's one of those things where it's like you have made a game about a character that was really very little. Very much not a full character. He's not even a main character. He's not even like B tier character in the original game. And you said we're gonna show you his whole life. And I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you go into it knowing that it's tragic. You go into it knowing how it's gonna end. But the game starts with the line, "There's no story not worth listening to." So do I think that this game's story was worth listening to? Once, for myself, yes. In general, no. Because most of the story isn't about where it's going to end up. Most of the story is some brand new, oftentimes nonsensical, strange adventure that just sort of has it's sort of like, I don't know, it puts Zack in this weird light where I feel like he's constantly just sort of in a very pathetic position. He never has any information. He's never being told what's going on. He never has a leg up on anybody. He hardly ever wins against anybody. Even at the end, it implies that he didn't even kill Genesis in the end. This rendition of the song is extremely good, by the way. Holy crud. It implies that he doesn't even defeat Genesis fully in the end, and Genesis gets taken away from by two other random weirdos. I'm assuming those are supposed to be Advent Children people, like that whole crew. I don't know their names. It makes sense. And you can see after Genesis's defeat, they kind of just quickly said, well, okay, I mean, I guess we just gotta, like, get Zack to where he needs to go. And then you have that last fight, and that last sequence is very... It was a bold choice, I would say, right? I think it's a bold choice to give Zack a true final fight, a final stand against Shinra, right? Like hundreds of dead soldiers, and they still barely took him out, right? It almost feels like he should have won. You know, I don't know. I'm very conflicted as far as like the game's quality. I feel like I've touched on it enough. I don't think the game overall is particularly great. A majority of the game is side missions, and it's wandering the same handful of maps over and over again, using the same couple of abilities over and over again, fighting the same enemies over and over again. And that's it. And that's it for 300 side missions. And then the main game is like a little bit more than that, but it's also kind of just that. And I don't think the combat is particularly amazing. I don't think that it's worth it to do all that side stuff at all. I mean, truly at all. Not to mention, it kind of breaks the game, and then it makes a lot of moments that should be a lot more climactic very anticlimactic. I think the story structure is weird and strange and meandering, and it's true, I never really saw, like, I never knew quite where we were gonna go, but that's kind of less of that's not really a praise of the game. It's more like, I never knew where we were going to go, because where we were going to go was just nonsense. It's just the characters running back and forth between different areas, learning little to next to nothing, until they absolutely needed to for the plot to move on. This freaking song, holy crud, they're popping off. I'm glad I played it once. I am glad I played it once, and the ending does hit because here's the thing. Here's the biggest praise I can give the game is that they took a character who you know next to nothing about, even in the one other game he's in. He's in a couple other things, but I mean, in the other story-driven game he's in, right? You know next to nothing about him, and yet, they got me fully on board with him. I feel like they do a lot to really endear you to the character, and his personal troubles and stuff like that. And while I feel like the narrative is constantly putting him in like in the position of most pathetic guy ever, who just can't achieve anything, despite that, it does feel like that kind of adds to just the tragedy that is said that they're going to eventually lead towards, right? Zack is a guy who didn't ask for anything, and was constantly beaten into the dirt for it. He was just endlessly punished, and even to the very end, he didn't, his spirit wasn't shaken. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of the thing he needs to be. He needs to be the guy who, in the face of, like, of a guy who was standing up against the world around him as he knew it, and he didn't even blink. He didn't blink an eye. He needed to be that because of course that's the thing that Cloud latched onto and wanted to embody eventually, you know? Also, Cloud's scream right there, oh, tore me apart. I think the last line of Zack, it got a little like goopy between that song. It got a little goopy there a little bit towards the end, and like the Angeal flying down to take Zack up to heaven or whatever. I do think though that last line of Zack saying, "So would you say I became a hero?" Right? It's like, yes, of course. And it's not because he defeated Genesis, because whatever with Genesis, holy crud. It's not because he did anything for Shinra ever. He was a hero because he did one thing in particular. He stuck by his guns, he helped his friend to the bitter end. He ensured that one of them was going to make it out, and that it was Cloud. And that's what makes him a hero. It's because of that aspect of him. Because, you know, I think the game does have a problem with the fact that Zack just never questions Shinra or his orders or anything, ever. Ooh, look at that piece of art. That's definitely Nomura. Right on. Hello? Why are we seeing Final Fantasy VII Remake? So obviously this is a very specific to the reunion version of this game. Of course, because the beginning of this game mirrors the beginning of Crisis Core, oddly enough.
My name is Cloud. Soldier. First class.
That's different. Oh, interesting. Oh. Thanks to you, Zack. You know what's interesting? They didn't even say to be continued in Final Fantasy VII Remake. They just said to be continued in Final Fantasy VII. I love that. That's fun. That's very fun. If you load clear data, you can start a new game with certain data carried over. Wow. After finishing the game, you can start a new game. The data that will be carried over is level, experience, SP, acquired guild, playtime, items, materia, equipment status, DMW progress, DMW limit verge Buster Sword proficiency, thank goodness. Mail. Yo, I can go back and read Kunzel's letters. Let's go. Come on, man. If you load the clear data, you can start over. Save clear data? I already did. Yeah, alright. So, that's it. Now we get to get to some stuff. Now we get to get to like probably one of my favorite games ever. FF7 Remake does things. It does things, and they're good, and they're only good, and I will hear nothing of the contrary. I will be at my most biased. No, I mean, of course, it's not a perfect game, but if you like Final Fantasy VII, it is the game for you. You know what I mean? Very interesting. They put that little bit there at the end. It kind of implies... I mean, it implies the obvious connection it implies is obviously, oh, well, of course, Crisis Core is a prequel to Final Fantasy VII. However, if you've played Final Fantasy VII Remake before, there's a little bit more to it than that, and we'll see. We'll see. We'll get there. We'll get there. Literally tomorrow. Literally tomorrow we're gonna get there. But for now, that's it. I will probably ramble a bit more right now, like this. This is not a perfect game. I don't even know if I would consider this a very good game, to be completely honest. From what I understand, a lot of the changes they did with combat improved it a good deal, and I think that's cool and good. And great, and I'm glad I played this version of it because of that, because honestly, doing some of that stuff... And here's the thing. If I'm rating as a whole, because I literally did everything. I'm rating it as a whole, and I think that a majority of it's not very good. If you just went chapter by chapter by chapter, I think it would probably be fine. You would miss out on probably a lot of really cool abilities. You'd probably miss out on a lot of really cool equipment. You'd probably miss out on a lot of really cool things that you can do to beef Zack up. I do think that stuff was interesting and kind of fun sometimes to figure out. However, you have to do a bunch of side stuff to do it, and the side stuff is bad. And honestly, the main stuff, if I just went chapter to chapter to chapter, I don't think I would feel much better about it, because all the stuff that you do in the main chapters is also not very great. It feels like a pretty hollow game overall. It just feels like there's not a whole lot going on with it to latch on to. Outside of obviously the story. If you're interested at all in the story, that would be why you play it. In which case, I can only recommend, I could only recommend going and doing only the main story stuff. Just go in, do the main story stuff, get in, get out, get the story, and then that's it. I think that's as much worth as the game has to offer. Not that I didn't enjoy myself ever either, you know what I mean? I think there was some moments where I was genuinely enjoying certain things and enjoying certain combat moments and things like that. But also overall, the combat feels very stunted. It plays like a PSP game would, you know what I mean? Where everything is sort of reduced down to be a little bit more basic, you know what I mean? The way enemies' attack patterns, your main character's abilities, all that stuff fit to compute in a handheld format, you know what I mean? This was pre-Switch, this was pre-3DS even, you know, it was pre-handhelds being able to muster much strength to achieve certain things, you know? That's fine. I mean, granted, that being said, that being said, like, Birth by Sleep is also a PSP game, right? Well, that's PS Vita game, maybe. I don't know. Granted, again, in terms, I mean, in compared to all the other Kingdom Hearts games, or like the mainline Kingdom Hearts games, Birth by Sleep's combat is also feels pretty stunted, or stinted. It also feels pretty reduced down to some basic parts. You know what I mean? But in general, I just think there's like more there for sure. But that came like a good deal after this. Again, they made improvements on this, surely, and I think the combat improvements were pretty good. Combat at least flowed. It was at least pretty snappy. It felt good to swing the sword, even with doing the same combo over and over again. Taking somebody out with the sword, the hits felt really meaty. They're doing a really good job recent games, making the Buster Sword feel freaking weighty, which is good. Should. The heartbreaking realization from Zack that it had been 4 years. He had to find that out in Aerith's letter. Found out that it was her 89th letter, and that it was going to be her last one. Now... Granted, you know, no indication in the original game that Zack was going to her specifically for any other reason than, ooh, that's a person I know. It's been a long time, but that's a person I know. I wonder if she would still... Oh, but her mom didn't like me very much. He never met... Never met Aerith's mom. Thought that was weird. I figured she would for sure be at the game. But then again, a lot of characters never really spoke to a lot of characters, and a lot of things never really happened, and most of the stuff that was proven to have happened and shown to have happened in this part of the timeline in the original FF7, they kind of glossed over a lot of it. Would have liked to have seen a lot of things happen. Would have at least give me the truck scene. I was waiting for the truck scene, man. And they cut to the end of it. Come on. That's the thing. Every time I thought the game was gonna give me something, it just never did. It like pulled its hand away at the last second and let me fall. It let me fall over and over again. I don't understand, you know? Retroactively finding out that the super boss was the goddess that Genesis was talking about was interesting. Made that venture a little bit more interesting to me than it was just inherently, because I got to her and I'm like, Minerva? Who is this lady? I have no freaking clue. But that's it. That's it. There's no story not worth listening to. That's an interesting premise. I feel like that was like the mission statement for like, oh, we need to make a story about Zack, right? It's like, is there no story not worth listening to? It's like, well, if there was any character story that you would question like needing, right? It's like Zack, the random guy who you only actually really get to see anything of if you go out of your way and see an optional scene at a random point in the original game. Otherwise, he's just like a dude that Cloud kind of like imprinted upon, you know? Like is a story worth telling if you know how it ends? You tell it again. You know how it ends, but you tell it again as if it will be different this time. And I think that's part of what really hurts the most, right? Because I was getting choked up. I really got. I didn't think I was gonna get so gut punched when Zack said, "So would you say I became a hero?" You know. That was a good note to end on. I'm also a sucker, so don't like take my word for it that it was like that it's 100% entirely effective. You know, I'm also just a sucker, and they picked a nice song and had a nice visual and had a nice final line, and the feather flying away at the last second. Oof. Ugh, my heart. I think the saddest part of watching Zack in this game is that he's approaching everything with so much heart and so much optimism and so much persevering, and he's persevering through everything, and he's tackling everything with so much energy. And every single time something happens, and you just know that it's all going to amount like where it's leading him towards, right? You know where it's leading him, and you know it's going to be painful. It certainly hurts. Watching him try so hard to the very end to keep going, because he always makes it out. He always makes it out by the skin of his teeth, and you just know that the odds are not in his favor anymore. And it's because of Shinra. Sephiroth put Cloud and Zack in that position, but then Shinra sealed the deal on them, on their death sentence. You know what I mean? And again, that's why I wish that there was more resistance from Zack against Shinra. He only came around when they literally locked him up in a test tube for 4 years. That was the true breaking point for him. Otherwise, he was just kind of like, they kind of do weird things sometimes, and I don't really know if I like that. Again, but you know, there's something about Zack, like his tenacity is, yeah, he has like his tenacity and optimism to a level of disturbingness, you know what I mean? It's disturbing, like that final thing when he's like eating an apple with Genesis's corpse, Cloud's debilitated body, Lazard's corpse, Angeal's corpse, and he's sitting there eating apples, eat up everyone, and it's pretending to be trying to like emulate Sephiroth, and it's like, holy crud, dude, you've lost it. Because ultimately, that's another thing too to kind of point out, is that like the first class soldiers all lose it, and I don't really think Zack is entirely an exception to that. I think his unyielding, unwavering perseverance in the face of everything, his inability to shake upon his core beliefs, his core values, his core, these core things to him become everything he is. He embodies that so fully to the very end that, like, his actions and reactions to things are so muted and strange. Like, Genesis is sitting here becoming a god being, and Zack's like, man, everybody always puts everything on my shoulders, huh? Kind of whack. And then he tells Genesis, just keep talking to me, man. Don't go towards the light. And it's like, dude, Zack, are you even in the same place having the same conversation with him right now? You are talking like you're somewhere else, doing something else. Jeez. But that trait, no matter, despite the unyielding obsession with this idea of I'm going to be the strongest, I'm going to help everybody, I'm going to be the hero, that is what pulls him out in the end, to make it as far as he did compared to everybody else who immediately lost themselves. If Zack did not hold on to the dream of being a hero, then I don't know if he would have survived through all the revelations happening around him. But because he, in the back of his mind, was always like, hey, I may be like some weird science experiment that has a bunch of like, alien cells in me, but you know what I am first and foremost? A hero. So that's what I'm gonna be. It's like, oh man. Everybody else is just disintegrating around him, and he is just standing there resisting as hard as humanly possible, which just makes it hurt more when it's still not enough. All first class soldiers dead. Amazing game. Not really. I'm so used to saying amazing game at the end of most of the things I play. Amazing character. How about that? Amazing character. I kind of defaulted to the usual, but no. This time around, not amazing game. Amazing character, 100%. 100%. But you know what? This may not be the last time we see him. We'll just have to wait and see. Next time.
Would you say I became a hero